Hey, what's going on, everybody? Y'all know who it is, it's JJ. We back at it once again. Happy Monday to everybody. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I'm still stuck, snowed in here at the moment. It's snowing. I'm out standing outside, and it's saying it's -0 degrees out here. And then, they say when the wind blows, it says it feel like -22, but the wind's not blowing, so it doesn't really even feel that cold. So, man, it's crazy. Let's show y'all
Y'all
right
can
quick.
see all this snow. Look at that, feet of snow. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know how many inches of snow that is, but as y'all can see, look at that. Y'all see that? Foot encased in snow. Look at that. Y'all see that? Yeah, y'all see it. Look at that. Y'all see the icicles off the back of my car. Look at that icicle out there, man. That's how cold it is around here.
So let's begin. As y'all guys see, I'm a little snowed in at the moment, but that ain't gonna stop my grind. I'm gonna still give you guys some advice. If I'm still like, like I said, it's negative 0 degrees out there, and it's feel like -22. So hey, I'll probably be in the house today and tomorrow. So make sure y'all comment below what state a dealer's license y'all want me to work on tomorrow. So I'm sitting at the house, I'll work on that. But we're gonna talk to you guys about a little car selling advice. People ask me like, what's some little car selling advice that you can give to people? Car selling advice you give to people, that have that customers message them and be like, hey, I can't find a ride. If a customer messages you and say they can't find a ride, and if you want to know if the customers are serious or not, just say, hey, you know, whatever it costs you to get a cab, Uber, Lyft, or whatever, or whoever you have to pay for a ride to get here, I'll deduct it off the price of the car. That I'm selling you. What it's going to be, 30, 40, maybe $50 that you have to discount the car, and they'll just let you know if the person's serious or not. If they're serious, they'll call up their Lyft, the cab, the Uber, and they'll get to you. So they'll just weave it out. If you have a person that you're going back and forth with and be like, hey, I can't find a ride, just offer that to them. And they'll let you know if they're serious or not. If they're serious, then they be like, hey, I'm about to call this Uber, Lyft, and I'll be on your way. And me, I'll just like, hey, I even offer people to give half of what the Uber or Lyft costs. Whatever it costs, the Uber, Lyft, taxi. Because here in Oklahoma, everything is pretty close. So people are not having to drive that far out. So most of the time, an Uber, Lyft to me is going to be 25, $30. So hey, if they didn't buy. What I came out, I gave the person back $15 to help them get back to their house. Hey, not a big deal. You're gonna spend $15 on something else. But 9 times out of 10, if that person needs a ride to you, you're gonna sell them a car. 9 out of 10 times. I'm not gonna say not gonna say you're gonna sell them a car every time because it's stuff that's gonna happen. Maybe they looked at the pictures of the car and the car wasn't what they expected when you get there. And also, when you're selling cars, that's just selling cars just in general. You're not gonna sell. You're gonna post a car. You're gonna get 50 messages on the car. You're probably only gonna get out of the 40, 50 messages. You probably only get 10 people that's really serious about buying a car, and you probably only get out of those 10, you'll probably get maybe 4 to 5 of them that possibly comes out. And wants to actually come out and check it out. That's just the rule. That's just how it is in the car business and little things too, like to help you sell the car. Make sure the car is cleaned out. Make sure the car looks as much like the pictures as possible. A lot of times, these cameras are so good, so so sometimes a person will see the car like, no, I didn't see that in a picture, and that might turn them off. So try to make the car look as much like the picture when the person gets there. That'll also help you. Also, make sure the car has gas in there, at least a half a tank of gas. You'll be surprised what gas in a car would do. A lot of times we're like, oh no, I'm gonna run the gas out. I ain't gonna get this person. No, leave it. leave it with, like, if you get the car from the auction and it's got a full tank of gas, bam, leave that full tank of gas in the car. Don't run the gas out the car and be like, oh, this person ain't getting my gas. Man, it's just some gas, man. That person hopping in that car and look at that full tank of gas, like, man, it's already got a full tank of gas. They already in their mind. They like, man, this car got a full tank of gas. I ain't even got to worry about filling up my car. That saves me another. Those people in their mind, they're like, this saves me another $50. And when they see that full tank of gas, they already got their plan in mind. They already gonna rip and run in the car. They already like, okay, it's got a full tank of gas. I'm gonna go here, 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 here. And I ain't even gotta worry about putting no gas in the car. That's the thing, man. It's 10. It's like what, $10, 10, $15 to get the car. Oh, depending on the car, like really like $10 to get the car on a half a tank of gas. So make the car look as much like the pictures as possible. Like I said, these iPhones, they take some really good pictures. So, a lot of times people be like, man, I understand, this iPhone, I can't do nothing about it. Just the camera I got on my phone, you know. But, make the car look as much like the pictures as possible. Make sure the car at least have a half a tank of gas. Also, too, if the car don't got like you'll be surprised. A radio is a lot of times it's a make or break deal in the car. If the radio, like, they be looking, oh man, that old radio and stuff like that. So what I do, I always go on Amazon. I always buy like a little box of those little FM like transmitters, like the ones that you plug into the cigarette lighter, those little Bluetooth FM transmitters. Man, those things, you'll be surprised you'll be surprised what the little small things that will help you sell a car. Like that half a tank of gas, and that person being able to pair their phone, like especially they coming from a car that never had Bluetooth in it, and to be able to pair their phone Bluetooth and play their music, their favorite music. You'll be surprised what those little small things go a long way with selling cars. And I know a lot of times be like, people want to buy cars and like, man, I ain't gonna do nothing to this car. It's already nice, but the small things will help you sell a car. The small things that you wouldn't think of will help, like, you know, like carpet mats, seat covers, steering wheel covers, the little Bluetooth radio, a nice air freshener in the car, a lot of this stuff, the gas tank, the spare tire, like, man, make sure, pop the trunk, check the car and see if you got a spare tire, if you're not, but you'll be surprised. It's a lot of small things that will help you sell cars if you, like, so I just wanted to say some little small stuff right here. But like I said, if you want to know if people serious about buying a car that ain't got a ride, like I said, just offer them to live, whatever. Offer to pay for their cab fare. If it's too far out, like if their person's like, hey, I'm like an hour away, and it's gonna, if the car that you're selling is not up to par, and you're trying to get over on somebody, don't offer the service. But you shouldn't even be selling the car. You should be, like, if the person's coming to buy the car, you should already know, like, this car is going to sell itself. The car is basically going to sell itself. But, if you don't feel comfortable in selling your car, see, I feel comfortable enough, like, hey, if you come out here, if you see my car online, and I put everything in the description, everything that I put in the description is everything about this car. So when you come see my car, you're going to know, like, everything I put in the ad is exactly what you're going to see when you come see it in person. That's why like, when I also take pictures of my cars, if it's got a dent in the fender, I'm getting up, taking a picture of the dent in the fender. If it's got a little rust spot, I'm taking a picture of the rust spot. I'm detailing, I'm showing every little thing that I can notice. It's going to be posted in the picture. So when somebody messages me, I'm like, hey, did you look at all the pictures? Did you read the ad? Like, did you read everything specified in the ad? Because I want you to know the mileage, everything. I want you to know if there's anything going on. I want you to know exactly. So that's just a little car selling advice I wanted to give you guys. Didn't want to just make the video drag on too much longer, but I'll probably do some more breakdowns of some car selling tips and advice that I will give you guys. But if you haven't already, the links for the membership will be in the comments section below. So, go get your membership if you haven't. The membership starts as low as 99 cents, and that's just showing me that you support. Hey, if you don't, you don't. Hey, but if you do, I really appreciate it, And also, if you haven't already liked this video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you once again. I'm out. Peace. Bye.